Please note that this video provides general legal education and not tailored legal advice. If you need tailored legal advice, please apply to Q Legal's free legal advice clinic.
Welcome to this Q Legal video on the importance of commercial contracts for startups. After watching this video, you will understand what a commercial contract is and why they are important for startups. In business, contracts help keep things running smoothly. They set out what each party has agreed to do, so everyone is clear from the beginning. Without a contract, it can be very difficult to prove what was promised, especially if it was verbal. In simple terms, a commercial contract is a legally binding agreement between two or more parties that clearly sets out their roles and responsibilities. And if something goes wrong, this contract can be enforced in courts. It is very important to understand the difference between an agreement and a contract. While people often use the words interchangeably, they are not the same thing in law. Not every agreement is legally enforceable, and so it is important to know when an agreement becomes a contract because it can help you avoid misunderstandings. For example, imagine a fictional startup called Coffee Clothes. Coffee Clothes transforms coffee grounds into sustainable yarn. The founders discussed their roles over a phone call. One agreed to source waste coffee from cafes and the other for the production into yarn. However, nothing was written down. When problems arose, such as delays in supply and rising prices, each founder had a different understanding of what was agreed upon. This is an example of when it can be more difficult to resolve that dispute as there was no fixed written contracts because there was no clear legal protection. So why are commercial contracts especially important for startups? Startups move quickly and focus on growth and innovation, but without clear agreements, small misunderstandings can become even more serious. Now, there are four elements that make a contract legally valid: offer, acceptance, consideration, and an intention to create legal relations. So in simple terms, one party makes an offer, the other accepts it, and both sides exchange something of value, often money, and they both intend for the agreement to be legally binding. If all of these elements are present, a contract is formed. However, contracts are very different. Depending on the situation, some may include additional terms such as exclusivity or intellectual property rights or delivery obligations. Finally, contracts can either be verbal or written. However, written contracts are strongly recommended because they clearly record what has been initially agreed. Thank you for watching this Q Legal video on what commercial contracts are and why they are important. I hope you have a clear understanding of how commercial contracts work and why they matter for startups.
For free legal advice tailored to your business, please go to the Q Legal website and apply to the Q Legal Legal Advice Clinic. For additional videos and other helpful resources, please go to the Q Legal Resource Hub.